Do another one of these drills where we shadow each other, okay?
Okay.
Or mirror each other. So one leg in the front. The other times we were doing always that I go back, for example, and you follow, and so it's like a set sequence before, so we always have to make sure that we break the rhythm, right? I'm gonna pull you, you're gonna follow, and then I push, and that's the drill. We'll just do that for a little bit. Exactly, yeah, always making sure that we break the rhythm when we feel that there's like a...
Like how you said dance.
Yeah, when it starts getting like automated and it's not really a reaction anymore, then we can do it. So today we'll do it a little bit more fluidly. Basically, I can either step to the side and you just step with me.
So in this case, like that.
Uh-huh. Now I might step backwards.
And I step forward.
Uh-huh. Now I step diagonally and you step diagonally. And so we mix all of the different ways that we could step. And so it gets a bit more open-ended, basically. See, I have to pay a little bit of attention
I
here.
know, me too.
Over here, brother. So now I'm going to step with this leg diagonally, and so you also have to change the leg. And you should feel this starts to take away your space a little bit, okay? This is also what the diagonal steps often used for. So I'll pull you right back again, over here. You go here, and here, and I'll come forward. And diagonally to the side. Okay, you get the idea, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Starting to get it. I was predicting.
Okay, take the leave the leg at the front.
Oh,
Okay. Good. So then you see that diagonal step with the leg, with switching the leg, is intruding on your space.
Yeah.
And this is what we like to use the step for, to take it,
feel it, yeah.
to take the opponent's space away. Okay?
Okay.
Start moving, I follow. Try also the diagonal step with the rear leg, so like intrude on my position here. Think of taking this leg like this, and then you would slide into me. Yeah, so come again. But take a step. You didn't move the other foot.
Oh.
Let's try it again. Look, I'll show you what I mean. Here, I'm starting to intrude, but then here I would step in. So come around with this leg? Yeah, because I'm in the way.
Oh, this leg goes first?
Yeah, and then...
Oh, that's great.
What I meant was, look, in the first time that you did it like this. But that foot didn't move, so it didn't take a step. You have to go a little further. That's also where the intruding comes from, because you go through my position. Yeah? And that's also why it's difficult for you, mentally, because you don't want to usually do that to a person. Yeah? But you just have to trust that I will move accordingly.
So this leg goes first?
Yeah, goes diagonal step over here. Good, exactly that. Now I'm having more space, so you can just...
Or do I?
Okay? Good. Okay, then let's maybe do again what we did last time. So what we did was, we said, okay, I'm going to step into you with a simulated punch, like an attack. So if you were to throw me a punch here, so I want to go diagonal step over here, good? Yeah? And the idea again is that I'm getting outside of your range and of the line of attack, okay? So you're gonna hit with that hand, and I'm gonna go over here, diagonal step. The point of this is now I've evaded both direction of your hit and also the distance. So I've left the line of attack, which is here, which there will come the next one as well. So that's why we don't like to go just straight backwards, because if I evade this one, then now the next one comes in, but with a step. Look how far that goes, okay? And so, because normally people don't hit once, they hit multiple times. So for us, the safest way is to evade with a diagonal step to the side. Okay? That was good. Yeah, because now stay there. You've also gotten away from the second. And because the second one can really come extremely quickly, so the step has to allow you to get out of the second one as well, not just the first one. First one's not enough. For the first one, for example, put one leg in the front again. Okay, so come in and do a hit here. If I only go here, for example, side step, I'm very open to the second one. This is why we prefer to step both to the side and backwards. That's the diagonal step, to get out of the reach also of the second one. This is important because, like you said the other day, you have options. Yeah? I don't know if you're going to hit here, or you're going to kick me, whatever. So whatever happens, everything is going to come into in this kind of direction. So I'm going to throw you a kick to your midsection, and you just step out there diagonally, okay?
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah? So it doesn't matter what's coming your way there. Yeah? This would be the same thing if you come again. I'm coming here and I try to hit you with a bottle. Okay? Anything that comes towards you there, you want to get off that line. Yeah?
Okay.
It will also work against something that's coming in a round way. I'm going to stand diagonally just to make it a little easier for yourself. Stand
Okay.
parallel. So I'm going to come with this side. You always know that the side that's in the rear is going to come to the front. Exactly. And now I've punched exactly where you were, and now you're gone. Now you're over there, so I'm going to start coming here. And that's not the direction you want to go over there.
Okay.
If you throw me a punch here again, that's that. I want to end up on the outside. Yeah, I don't want to go here if I can avoid it. Because again, here I'm super open to this one. But if I'm on the outside here, this is better for me. Now, I'm far away from that other arm. Far away means it takes a split second longer to reach me, so I have a little bit more time.
Hips are always facing you, right?
Yeah, so this is from Wing Tsun, yeah? We want the hips to always face.
Okay.
Because the natural reaction, so if you all of a sudden attack me here, natural reaction would be something like this.
Yes.
Right? I just remove I try to get away from that. So this works as a natural instinct if it's something that's not a living thing that's attacking me. If it's a stone that's falling off a mountain or a branch that's falling down, putting my arms into harm's way and taking my head out of that line is good. Because maybe that thing hits my arm, the energy goes in the arm breaks, but the head doesn't break, so I survive. But that's not the same when you're fighting against somebody who's thinking and who's reacting to you. Because the moment that you turn away like this, like the natural reaction, like imagine something, yeah, and the arms come up. This is the natural reaction, okay? Let me do it for you. You punch there. Yeah, so I do this, okay? But now I'm not in a good position for the next
Because the next punch can come right
That's what I'm saying. If a branch falls onto you, there's not like another branch that's waiting to attack you. That's the difference. So our natural reactions to protect ourselves aren't made for fighting. So we try to tweak the natural reactions a little bit. And so for us, the idea is if you punch here, I still want to get away and put my arms into harm's way, but at the same time, I want to be facing. And you saw what happened with the next one. I'm more prepared for the next one.
Okay.
Because it's not going to be just one attack. It's going to be continuous, so we have to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah? And this is why we put the hips forward, so that I don't turn my body away, so that I'm ready, I have my hands in between me and the opponent. These are also my weapons, my shield and my weapons. Huh?
Okay.
Okay, let's try it again. I'll give you the punches and you evade like this, a little bit closer so it gives up the space. So I come from here. Good. Turn the hip. Make sure you have a good stance. There you go. And I come from here. And then, again, you turn your hips and you check your stance. This you can do every single time. I come from here. Good. Good, Yolanda. Turn your hips. Good. Yeah? So otherwise, imagine if you're like this.
Oh.
Yeah? From here, you get jammed up really easily. Yeah? I can't do that when you're facing me. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's easy.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to make things easy for ourselves, hard for the opponent.
Like that. Okay.
go. And check the hips. There you go. But you're getting, starting to get a little bit close to the second one. Yeah? And I'll do it again. So I'll come here. Okay? Never mind, this was the wrong side, okay? But mistakes happen, so just correct the mistake and by sliding in the same direction. There you go.
Oh,
Okay? And now you're back to taking the diagonal step over there. So this stepping out and at an angle like this is for us very like a basic for our style of Wing Tsun. Other styles of Wing Tsun, for example, they say they never step back. They just go in and attack the whole time.
Oh.
And that's very ambitious, but it's also very dangerous. Huh?
Maybe exhausting. I mean.
It's just a thing, if you're facing somebody that's larger than you, more mass, and they start swinging at you, the best thing you can do is get out of that position. So what happens, but if you never train this, the first time that somebody really starts swinging at you like this,
Wow.
what you're going to do is probably just take a step backwards and get hit by the second one. So the instinct, really, you have to become instinctual to go at an angle, step off at an angle and face again is crucial. Huh?
Okay.
And also you have to think, a person that's angry at you if they want to strike, or if they're working up an angle, like, you know, they're usually like walk around you a little bit, you know, and then maybe they start pushing you or some shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all of that is much more difficult if you always maintain your facing, because it doesn't present a good opportunity for you to take the first attack. Mm-hmm. And so we take this and we turn to an extreme where even if you turn your body just a little bit off me, turn your body, that's already that position for you right there.
Okay.
And so this is why we are like so focused on this idea of facing. And we have both of our hands plus the legs that we can use. Okay? Just take this out. Okay? More the body again.
Okay. And my hips, but my hips are wanting to always be facing you.
No, I mean,
No,
here you're using the rotation of the
Okay.
Yeah?
I was thinking of the last row where I'm always facing you, but I'm using the rotation right now for the power.
When we step out like this, we accentuate the facing because that's the difficult part. Because the normal reaction is to turn away from the threat.
Yes.
Turn away, and we want to face. So this is why we accentuate like this. Then if I'm facing you, like let's say you just came in, so I'm over here, yeah? But not to hit you, I'm going to use my hip for power generation. Yeah?
Okay.
From here, for example, ideally that's the hip and the step all at once, always. Yeah? We can never use just the arms, because we are thinking we're smaller and not as strong as the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
My arms aren't strong enough. But my whole body against the guy's nose or the knee or something like this, that should be enough power, because it's the whole body behind it. Yeah?
Okay.
There are many Wing Tsun stars that don't use the hips like this. They just stand and they hit like this and they come walking in. We feel that's not practical.
Yeah.
Because for us, we need to have the rotation of the hip in the techniques, otherwise we don't have enough power.
Okay. It makes sense.
Yeah, the other people that do it differently also have their explanations for why they do it and it makes sense to them, so that's always... Everybody has to find their own thing that works, you know?
Yeah.
And what they kind of believe in as well, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this side. And here you can really always wind up the hip a little bit, you know, so that you're good, so that you get the nice rotation, because here we accentuate the rotation. Good.